Hey everybody, welcome back. David Eon and the lovely Miss Lady Pop Hunter, although you cannot see her, she is behind the camera, just talking a little bit about this C2E2 Ultimate Fallout exclusive cover or whatever it is, Fiasco, but more to the point, not so much what went on at the show that a lot of people are upset about, but what's going on with it now. Okay, for the record, and I'll throw this up here so you can take a look at it. C2E2 store exclusive, limited to 750 copies. Unauthorized edition, augmented with an acetate cover. Authorized publication without acetate cover originally went on sale September 2021. Unauthorized by Marvel but recognized by CGC and graded with Universal Standard Blue Label. And a lot of people are on CGC about that, but they've done that before. This is not something that's new, so we're not going to worry about that part of it. Controversial. Why? Due to accusations that exhibitors were given preferential opportunity to purchase unlimited copies ahead of general admission C2E2 convention attendees. And that's where it started getting messy. And not going to call anybody out here, not trying to get into a pissing match with another channel. Most of you, if you're into this, already know who it is that was alleged to have cut the line and bought multiple copies and started this whole mess in the first place. What's going on now, though, is all the shill bidding. I know a lot of people refer to it as troll bidding, but the proper term is shill bidding, and that's what eBay would call it. And that's where you bid on your own auction or arrange for someone to bid on your auction through another account to drive up the price, either to trick a potential buyer into paying too much or to alter the market. That's eBay's definition of shill bidding, and that's what's going on with this book now, because I promise you there is no way this book is worth tens of thousands of dollars. And these are, I'll put it up here right now, a handful of current bid prices on this book. You see one of them's up to $28,000, and that's as of what, about 9:30 this morning. And I don't know what's going on with it right now. It could be worse. You can look this up yourself. If you look up the Ultimate Fallout C2E2, you can see it for yourself. And those prices make no sense, especially when there's buy it nows that are less, far less. Buy it nows that are in the hundreds. But these are selling for like 20 plus thousand, almost $30,000. Why are they doing that? To create an artificial demand. Because and it's a big issue I've had with eBay for a long time. In completed auctions, it does not differentiate between an auction that sold and didn't. So they'll have a shill bid, they'll use a fake account or get someone else's account, and I'd love to know who specifically is doing this. But without speculating, you could probably figure it out for yourself by looking at who's selling these books. If you go to eBay's completed auctions, which a lot of people use to judge pricing, even if those are not paid for, because after a few days you can file a claim, okay, this wasn't paid, and eBay will refund your fees or whatever, so it's not going to cost the seller anything, it'll still show up in completed auctions as sold for that price. And eBay, in my opinion, should not reflect as sold an item that didn't actually sell, but it still does that, and that's why this is done. And this is something that I see a lot with modern comics and modern toys. In fact, we used to see it a lot with Funko exclusive convention pieces, where there would be insane prices that made no sense. It happened to your Chase It, right?
Yeah.
Where it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and it makes no sense. And then like a couple of months later, they're selling for less than 50, because that artificial demand, the bottom fell out on it, and a more realistic price surfaced. But that's what's going on with this right now. And it's a shame that there's people that are that shady in the industry trying to create an artificial demand. It's not funny. It's not funny. And there are people that are profiting from this. And it's inappropriate. And it hurts the industry. It makes you not trust. It makes you not trust the industry, because then you don't know who to trust. Some of the people that are involved with this are pretty big names on YouTube, and it's concerning. And I just wanted to point that out. Don't think that this is a legitimate pricing. These are not worth that much. There are desirable, vintage, rare comics that are worth far less than that. That if I was going to throw down that kind of money, but not for some modern, average-looking book, limited to 750 copies and big deal, So I just wanted to throw that out there as a general warning to people. Don't buy into that. Don't think that that's realistic. And again, like I said, I'm not going to throw any names out there, but if you've been following this, you kind of know anyway who all's been involved. And again, that's a shame, especially if you're a big channel and you've built up a reputation. You've kind of trashed that reputation now, in my opinion. It's because it's a lot of work to get anywhere in YouTube, and you would hope that a lot of people that are at a higher level would have a little bit more integrity, and it's unfortunate. I don't know, any thoughts on that?
No, not really, but it's just the same thing that we talked about a lot with toy collecting, because again, like you said, you see that not just with Funko, but almost any exclusive con exclusive, people will jump the line. They'll buy as many as they can, and then they go on eBay. That's why they just call it the eBay con now, because
or FlipperCon.
FlipperCon, because all of the flippers get it, and the people that really want it won't get anything. And I didn't realize that it was trickling over, or that it's in comics, because I wasn't following comics that much to know that it was over there. But I mean, everything got these stupid exclusives, and you making it hard for people that really want it. And it's like, is it really necessary for you to have an exclusive? If you want to put out something, just put it out. If you want it to be 150 or 750 copies, make 750 copies and sell it on your website. Or say you're limited to 2. One for you to read, one for you to grade. But I don't know. It's not surprising. That's all I know. It's not surprising, but I was surprised when I heard who was doing it, because it's a channel that I watch.
Yeah, one of them is somebody that she knows.
Yeah.
I
watch on and off, and I was just surprised. And I was like, wow, that's kind of funky. But, you can't be surprised in this game, because, money talks. People going to do what they got to do. They earn an extra dime. If that's cheating and stealing and cutting in line and pushing pregnant women out of the way, then that's what they're going to do.
And it's a shame when it's people that don't need to do that.
Yeah.
They got money. It's like, okay, do you really need to? No, you don't. But.
And it's like what I say with the toys. Don't buy it.
Yeah.
If you can't get it yourself at the show, in the store, and you have to go to eBay, and you knew when it was at the show it was $70, and now somebody on eBay want $500 and got it on auction and it's going for $20,000. That's like a down payment on a house. You can buy a good car.
Yeah.
A good used car. Now, it used to be you could buy a new car.
And that's where that FOMO comes in. We did a video on that like a year ago, I think. Fear of missing out. And it's like missing out on what? Oh, because it might go up in value, or because it was good. I would, and that's again why with the toys, I like a lot of the new stuff, but I always fall back on the vintage.
Yeah.
There's a lot less hype and game playing with that.
And that is true, because you think about it with a comic book. Okay, yeah, the cover looks good. Mm-hmm. But is it a good read?
Probably not. A lot of them are not.
And I'm watching more comic channels now, where the people are like, They're only buying a comic because they think a movie is coming out or a TV show is coming out.
Yeah, we've been looking at a lot of the CGC unboxings because we've done a few here, and we're like, oh, let's check out a few other people's and just see what they do. Maybe there's something we can add or take away from our unboxings, you know, to make it more interesting. And all of these guys are speculative resellers. They don't care about the books at all, apparently. And all they do is complain. They even complain when they get a good grade. There's always something. It's like, dude, do you want these or not? Well, no, they don't. They want to sell them. But it's the same thing. Oh, well, you know, I'm real mad because this book was hot like 3 months ago and CGC was late getting my order back and now it's not worth as much. And it was like, well, I thought you appreciated the book. Apparently not. You know, speculating it's going to be on this show or that show, or, man, who cares?
Yeah. But, you know, again, it's not surprising.
Yeah.
Because that goes on everywhere. Not just in action figure comics. It goes on everywhere. So it's not surprising.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's just a shame. And it's really sad that people buy into it. That's what's really kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That somebody said, man, I got to have this so bad. You ain't got to have it that bad.
And then when you have it, are you really happy?
Yeah, you're not going to die. You know, you're still going to breathe if you don't have it in the next 6 months. You know, wait a year or two, let it fall, you know, fizzle out, and then go to the comic show and it'll be in $1 bin or $5 bin.
That's that impulse buying. We did a video on that too, watching out for doing the impulse buys.
Yeah.
We got caught up in that a little bit with the Funko back in the day.
And I admit I get caught up in impulse buy. But when I impulse buy in the store or on the seller website, not on eBay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's all I got to say.
Yeah, so guys, just be aware of that. That's and this is a really, really exaggerated example of that artificial demand. It's like, oh, we can't just pretend like it's worth $500-800. Oh, we're going to push this all the way into the tens of thousands in the shill bidding. And it's like, come on, that's really, really pushing it. It's become too obvious, and that's why I wanted to throw that out there really quick. Yeah. The bids make no freaking sense.
Yeah,
they ain't worth that. Not by a long shot. I mean, you're talking like gold and silver age prices for like desirable books at this point for a modern book.
Yeah, that came out this year supposedly.
Not even that interesting, quite frankly. But that's where we're at, and I just wanted to throw that out. People, please don't take that seriously, and please don't feed into it. You know what? Because I think the only reason people get in line and buy that stuff is because they think it's going to be worth something. I don't think they really care about the stories or anything. Don't feed into that market. That you're just making things worse. But hey, thoughts? Feel free to post your thoughts in the comments section down below. What do you think about all of that? Do you have any opinions? Let us know. Get the conversation going. Share the video if you can. Subscribe if you are new. All that good stuff. Check out some of the other videos if you're new. You may find something interesting. And if that's it, what more can we say? But thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.